Won by the Memphis Grizzlies.
You know what's coming. Go get it. Substitutions, Phoenix. I'm here. I got ball.
To Mikal Bridges. Trying to cash in. Won't go.
Let's be realistic. He's probably not going to miss a lot of shots. But the more...
Throws it down off the alley-oop pass. Jay, they make it look so easy.
Yeah, but it's really not that easy. And as a passer, if your pass is just a fraction too early or a fraction too late, that throws the whole play off. The timing of this has to be impeccable.
Flash at the controls. To Howard. Jaren Jackson with the dunk.
That's the intensity you need to see. Whenever a player running back on defense after a dunk like that holds the inside of his forearm, it lets you know how hard he dunked that basketball.
Gets it in the right corner. Fires the three, buries it on the catch and shoot.
He showed that he had great chemistry with his teammates on that shot. Keep getting him good looks, and the one will just keep scoring.
Hey, lock up.
Here comes the screen. From long range, he's been waiting a long time for that one to go down.
Think about how smart of a play that is, to have the awareness to get behind the three-point line off the step back.
They'll take 3 over 2 any day of the week. Going to launch beyond the arc, off the mark. Lets it fly from long range, and that's rebounded by the Grizzlies. Jones with it, down a point. To Howard. To Mikal Bridges. Baseline drive. Count it. No and one. There was some contact there.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Grizzlies own the basketball. Dwayne Wade. Probing the defense. Dwayne Wade. 3 for 3. That's a perfect start.
You feel that? I see the confidence building.
I got ball. That's me.
Fires the three. Rebound Jackson. Jones with it. They trail by 1. To Howard. Oh, nice find for the basket.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
The drive, right to the back.
Oh, and he can't keep it in off the block.
Man, that was impressive. Shifting gears, here comes some substitutions.
Number 14, Smith.
Jaren Jackson. To Howard. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
The defender was actually in a good position there. They even made a decent play on the ball. But sometimes those bounces go the other way. Still, stay aggressive out there.
The free throw, good. Caps off the three-point play. The lead is 4.
Here we go. I got ball. I'm here.
For 3. The rebounds pulled down by the Grizzlies. To Valanciunas.
Screen coming your way.
Josh Jackson to Howard. And look out. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
The opposing coach is going to counter, make some changes of his own. And he finishes at the rim.
Might have had an extra dribble or two there, but he got the shot he wanted.
Jones with it. They lead it. 4-point game. A pass stolen by Phoenix. Rises for the slam.
And if you're on defense on that last possession, no need to look over to the coach's bench, hold up your arms, wonder what did you do. Everybody got back, everybody communicated, everybody pointed. It was just better offense than there was defense.
To J.R. Smith. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
Ed, you ever bail out of something at the last second? That's what I saw right there from the defender. We call that no man's land. They weren't really committed to getting out of the way, committing a hard foul, or taking the brunt of the contact.
And he misses that one free throw. Stuffs it down with authority. Jay, this is getting scary fast.
If you're the defense, you have to deny him the ball. Maybe throw a box and one. Maybe throw a zone. Maybe even throw the kitchen sink because he's putting on a show in the first quarter.
Josh Jackson to J.R. Smith. Here comes the screen. To Jackson. Lets it fly from beyond the arc.
That's his first personal foul.
Tyus Jones is going to get a chance at three here. A career 81% free throw shooter. First one goes down. Second and three, off the mark. Off the mark. Only makes one of three. Deep left corner. Working it outside. For three. Can't get the bounce. Beyond the arc for three. Cleans it up. Offensive board. Here's a chance from long range. Not that time. He missed it. Jones with it. Leads three. Aaron Baines pins it.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
Fires the three. Won't go down for J.R. Smith. Defense was all over him. Slams it down.
You never want to leave anything to chance when you attack the rim. You finish strong every time you head home.
16.
To Jackson.
2 minutes left.
From long range. Hand in his face, Josh Jackson can't connect. Goes to the left side. To Mikal Bridges. Going to launch beyond the arc. Not that time. Josh Jackson to Howard. Missed a wide open look.
Seems like a lot of contact on that play. If I were that player, I would pull the ref over to the side, talk to him, express to him how much contact there was so he could look for that same foul call potentially the next time down the court.
Whistle and a timeout for Memphis as they'll make sure they're aligned here in a 2-point ball game. Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor. Layup goes down. Well done.
Tie ball game so far. Neither one of these teams really able to pull ahead. Might be time to put the bench players in the game, and let's see who could differentiate themselves.
Memphis with the rock. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
And I love the smile on the face of the offensive player. Sometimes luck is on your side. I don't know how that shot went in, but and one.
Changes coming from both sides right now. Tyus Jones trying to cash in on the three-point play. He's struggled so far. Whoops, that won't go. Tyus Jones matched up with Booker. Anderson.
Screen coming.
To Wade. Doesn't get the bounce. To Kelly Oubre. Now to Booker, down low. Look out, Devin Booker. 3 for 3 in this first half.
It's really a dope thing when passing becomes infectious. But don't become overly passive. Still take your shots when they're there.
To Porter. Lets it fly from long range. That's off the side of the rim, short. Jones with it. Up by 3. To Kyle Anderson. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
There you go. Finally, shoot your shot.
Tyler Zeller with the block.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
Couple of cracks at the line now.
Ed, as a defender, you cannot, I repeat, you cannot foul in the act of upward motion into your shot. Your timing needs to be better.
And hits the first free throw. Goes 2 for 2 at the line. It's Suns ball. To Rubio. Fires the 3, so the first points for him in this first half, and he knocks it down for 3.
Yeah, they really need him to get going. Really surprised that none of his teammates have been talking to him. This is when he needs him the most. They have to uplift him, help him continue to be confident on the court.
To Wade. Driving right to the basket. Dwayne Wade. Terrific shooting. He's 4 for 5.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
Nice pass to set things up.
And when the ball gets the defense rotating from side to side, you're bound to find opportunities for each other.
Crowder up against Oubre. Here comes the screen. Cashes in for 2.
Bodies bouncing all around on that layup with the offense winning that battle. But if the defense keeps up that kind of pressure, good things are bound to happen.
To Rubio. 4-3. Well, they forced Rubio to beat them, and he does. The Spaniard knocks it down.
Great shot by the offense. But the defense, you can't afford to collapse off that penetration. I'd rather a team take a tough 2 than a wide open 3.
Wade. Five on the shot clock for Memphis. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. That bothered Kyle Anderson. Well defended. To Kelly Oubre. Nice pace. Sets it up and slams it down.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. The pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Pick up, pick up, pick up.
Right time, right player.
Can't teach height.
And that'll get out of bounds. Last touch by the Suns. Anderson. Won't go. To Porter. Count the basket at the rim.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. The pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
First try at the line, no good. No good. Missed them both. Has a chance. Knocks it down from mid-range.
There you go. I like seeing scoring coming from unlikely sources.
J.R. Smith, huge block.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
Count the bucket for 2.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
To J.R. Smith. Flushes it home.
Oh, man, did you see that swiftness? He dunked that thing like a tennis ball.
It looked like that in his hand. To Mikal Bridges. Add 2 points to the board.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
Count it, and the foul. He is going to the line for a free throw.
And I know there's so much excitement about the play, but everybody looks at the player. More people need to pay attention to the guy at the end of the bench, the strength and conditioning coach, because this kid's been putting in the time and effort every day in the weight room.
It's Grizzlies ball. To J.R. Smith. Takes stock of the floor. Smith to Jaren Jackson. Has a look. Knocks it down off the step back.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
To Booker. Runner's good there.
I remember my high school coach said one man can't beat 5. Well, I'm telling you right now, he lied. I'm watching it happen in person.
Jones with it. Leads 4.
Hey, left.
To Howard. Stuffs it down with authority.
He can't jump with you.
And no emotion, just that ice-cold stare. That's a sign of somebody who's here to compete.
To Booker. Goes reverse to lay it in.
So much about passing is about the pace of the pass. Sometimes you need to dart the pass through the gap. Other times you need to have a feathery touch where you can loft the ball up for your player to dunk the ball. That pace is everything in this game.
That's no good. Dario Saric able to recover with the block.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
Gets it in the right corner. For three. Can't connect. It's no good. Jones with it. Up by 6. Count the basket. 2 more points in the paint.
Okay. You don't get a 10 for style points, but it worked.
Nothing going here on that drive. Trying to cash in. Gets a look. Can't hit.
You know, Ed, everybody gives so much credit to the guy who contested the shot, but there's no way he's in that position without the communication of the backbone of the defense. When you have a guy back there who can block shots and tells you to apply more pressure, you know you're in a safe place.
And he's fouled. Earns a trip to the foul line, Jay.
Love the fact that the shooter created contact on the upward motion to shoot the basketball. Big time play.
Josh Jackson has got 2 shots coming. Hasn't missed yet. And he connects on the first free throw. No back-to-back free throws here. He missed the second. Goes to the right side. Beyond the arc for 3. Misfires. It's no good. Josh Jackson to Howard. Oh, had him going there for a second. Cruises inside for 2.
Good shot, man.
Into the front court. It's Booker. His guy's down 11. Here's a chance from long range. Devin Booker is going to get 3 shots here. A career 84% free throw shooter. First free throw is good. Knocks down the second free throw. And he hits all 3 free throws. Jones with it. His team on top by 8. Oh, he's denied.
Oh, big man doing work right there.
Jaren Jackson. And that'll get out of bounds. Last touch by the Suns. So it's going to stay with Memphis. Smith. From the painted area, won't go down.
And that's next level defense. The defender took away the pocket space of the shoot.
Whoa, look what I found.
You know it's a bad block when somebody snatches the ball out of the air. Wow.
Tough make through traffic.
I was expecting the dish there, but way to fake that one and lay that one in.
It's Phoenix ball. Converts in the paint. Nice finish at the rim.
As my mother would say to the defender, A for effort, F for results.
To Jackson. Oh, the Suns come up with the steal.
You know, Ed, sometimes you're just more ready to play than your opponent. The intensity and the effort is off the charts.
To Jackson. Got a piece of it.
Jumping out the gym right now, Ed.
Great anticipation. Slam dunk.
You know, teams usually shoot higher percentages early in the shot clock. Plus, you take away the legs of the defense. You have to dictate the pace.
To Jaren Jackson. launching it out of the air.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
Grizzlies at the controls right now. A pass stolen by Phoenix.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in first and second grade. Is called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
Stuffs it down with authority.
It's a new day in sports when you see little guards dunk the ball like they're big. That's called the 40-inch vertical.
Now the Grizzlies will use a timeout as their coach wants to get a word in with his guys here in this third quarter. Coach has seen enough. He wants some change. Wade in a matchup with Booker. To Kyle Anderson. Scores from the post.
Old school equals high percentage.
Has a chance. It's no good. Great defense. On the follow. Way to stay with it.
And there's nothing more mentally intimidating for your opponent than when your own teammates are unselfish and make sure that you get the ball because they want you to drop 70 on them, maybe like Devin Booker did last year.
Kyle Anderson matched up with Kelly Oubre Jr. No, the Suns come up with the steal.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
To Kelly Oubre. Count the basket in. Inside.
Hey, look, pretty dudes can mix it up once in a while, too, I guess.
Dwayne Wade to Kyle Anderson. Now ready with a couple of free throws.
The game is too tight for you to be taking risks like that. You want to avoid foul trouble at all costs.
Misses the first. Missed the second. 0 for 2. Gets it in the left corner. Booker. And he hits.
This may sound cheesy, but sometimes you just need to sit back, get a tub of popcorn, and just enjoy the show because that's what you're watching right now.
Has a look. The shot almost.
Offensively, keep baiting him and luring him into shooting that jump shot. Exploit it.
Tough shot and nearly a chance at a three-point play. No foul.
The defender needs to do a better job of forcing a pickup there.
Wade to J.R. Smith. J.R. Smith with the strong finish.
No excuse to not be a little bit more physical there on the defensive end. Needed that stop.
And count the basket inside.
That might have been a little bit easier than expected there, considering the score.
It's Wade. To Kyle Anderson. Trying to cash in. And the rebound belongs to Phoenix. Whoa! What a finish!
And when you get your prescription, you take your medicine and you call it a day.
Dwayne Wade to Kyle Anderson. Wade picked up by Booker. Off the assist.
Let me tell you something that nobody will ever talk about. Did you see him slow down right before he was about to go up? That slow change of speed, that slight change was just enough to throw the defender off.
Hey, check up. Let's go. You're right.
Wade to J.R. Smith. And the Suns right there for the rebound. Shot's no good. You have to like the confidence, but that was a difficult shot.
I love when I see a good contest. You're crowding the player's landing space, which naturally makes him worrisome about turning the ankle on that landing.
Michael Porter at the line for a chance at a three-point play. He's perfect from the line so far. Can't convert the free throw. Now, I don't know what the defender was doing there, but count the points.
Some players are just built to absorb the contact. He pretty much dusted that defender off like that was a bug at the park.
Smith into the front court. His guys trail now by 4. A drive to the basket, but it somehow stays out. Why even try that time?
I'm going to start calling him the windshield wiper, just erasing all the mistakes.
Won't go down. Defender's lucky he wasn't called. Grabs his own miss and scores. Good concentration.
In the paint, you need to finish just like that.
To Booker. Fires the 3. Smothering D.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Stuffs it down with authority. Where did that come from?
It's like he got in an elevator and went to floor 8. And Ed, I have to say something, okay? 6'3", 6 feet, 5'11", those aren't small guys. In the big scheme of things, they're pretty tall compared to the average person in public.
I feel like you're speaking from experience.
Everyday experience, my friend. Every day.
And finishes strong.
That transition offense was flawless when guys fan out and actually fill the lanes with a sense of urgency. You heard me correctly, a sense of urgency. You will get a great shot every possession.
Short jumper misses. And the slam.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat 5, but we're watching one man carry 4 other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
Memphis, they've got it. Lays it up and in.
Hey, at least this time he puts it up.
Has a chance. It's good. If you don't stand in his way, he's going to make you pay.
Well, the shooting has been spectacular, but one of the things that I've seen as the difference maker in this ball game is how they are catching the basketball. They're not establishing a pivot foot, which leaves the defense wondering which way you can drive, but when that shot is working like that, you got it any way you want it.
Almost unlucky bounce.
Because he had no body control. You have to be able to control your body when you attack the rim at full speed. That's part of your concentration. People assume concentration just on the rim, but your body control is everything. Be able to speed yourself up or slow yourself down.
To Booker. Porter. Bad pass taken away by the Grizzlies. Now ready for a couple of free throws.
I've seen it happen so many times. Small things like that foul can end up becoming a momentum changer. Let's see how this one plays out.
Nope, first one does not go. Second one's good. Splits the pair. To Porter. From long range, it's Howard, the rebound. And now it's Flash with the basketball. Nice finish at the rim.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. To Porter. Going to launch beyond the arc, trying to hit 50, but it's no good. Picked up by the Suns.
I tried to work the clock here, but you have to take care of the ball in this possession.
Dwayne Wade sends it away.
Here's one of the biggest secrets as we move into this new age of basketball, especially in the draft room. You have to draft players with size and length. That's the biggest deterrent for any team offensively.
And the finish at the rim.
Contact on a drive can be a beautiful thing. Making those tough shots can really help you build a mental advantage over your defender.
Grizzlies own the basketball. Aaron Baines swats it. That's his third block this evening. Here's the call. Intentional foul. Referee all over it.
Too close to call right now. We're in clock management mode. That was a good play.
And now an intentional foul, so they'll send him to the line. 2 free throws here means it's a 3-possession game.
In the 80s, that might have been a personal, but regardless, it had the same impact. You just injected a little life into your squad, just when they needed it.
Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. Has a look. Wide open look, won't go. It's the Suns with the victory as they take care of business at home. That'll wrap things up for Jay Williams and our entire...
The Suns. That does it for us. On behalf of the rest of the crew, good night.
I got what you want, what you need, you know I'm on my way, baby come ride with me. This is not a drill, I gotta keep it real, you could get what you want, long as you ride with me. Ride with me, baby come ride with me. Ride with me, baby come ride with me. Come ride with me, baby come ride with me. Ride with me, baby come ride with me. I live a wild life, don't judge me. In the lobby, walk in the room, then leave with the that hit my 40 money. I ain't the same guy when I was 14. I was trying out for the ball team. High school crushes ignore me. Oh yeah, now me. Now I'm on the road. Shorties on my shores. Saying I'm about to. I'ma talk cause I ain't finished yet. True be told, yeah, I been a man. Still gon' love me when the fan. Are you? Oh really now? Aight man, let's get it done. I got what you want, what you need, you know I'm on my way, baby come ride with me. This is not a drill, I gotta keep it real, you could get what you want, long as you ride with me. Ride with me, baby come ride with me. Ride with me, baby come ride with me. Come ride with me, baby come ride with me. Ride with me, baby come ride with me. You know I gotta give them what they ask for. Like Tupac straight out of tabloids. I'm Will Smith hanging with the bad boys. Get it? Done with where I'm from, they never had much. Waters and crackers when they had lunch. Everyone quick to do it. No, living like 5. Still got a heart to hold, so don't let me go, cause I'm here for you. Akon flow like a 06. To my whole fam, please don't trip. Thug modes at it again. I'm a dog, but I'm no. I got what you want, what you need, you know I'm on my way, baby come ride with me. This is not a drill, I gotta keep it real. You could get what you want, long as you ride with me. Ride with me, baby, come ride with me. Ride with me, baby, come ride with me. Come ride with me, baby, come ride with me. Ride with me, baby, come ride with me. I got what you want, what you need. You know I'm on my way, baby, come ride with me. This is not a drill, I gotta keep it real. You could get what you want, long as you ride with me. Ride with me, baby, come ride with me. Ride with me, baby, come ride with me. Come ride with me, baby, come ride with me. Ride with me, baby, come ride with me.
Baby girl, what you doing? Where your man? I just 50,000 in Japan. I ain't do no plan. These red bottoms, I know Vans. And she telling all her friends, I might put them on the gram. Baby girl, what you doing? Where your man? I just 50,000 in Japan. I ain't do no plan. These red bottoms, I know Vans. And she telling all her friends, I might put them on the gram. Wait, baby girl, what you doing? What's your name? I ain't play no games. See these diamonds in my chain. Yeah, I took it to the and she for the fame, so I in my range. Ooh, get that money to the top, never stop. That work, ooh, but I'm the man. Cuban diamonds dance. Had the friend, I might put it on the gram. Baby girl, what you doing? Where your man? I just 50,000 in Japan. I ain't do no plan. These red bottoms, I know Vans. And she telling all her friends, I might put them on the gram. Baby girl, what you doing? Where your man? I just 50,000 in Japan. I ain't do no plan. These red bottoms, I know Vans. And she telling all her friends, I might put them on the gram. Wait, baby, wait. Hop up in this race.
It is NBA action on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams. Should be a terrific game here tonight. We're at Talking Stick Resort Arena in downtown Phoenix. Tonight, it's the Phoenix Suns taking on the Brooklyn Nets. The tap is controlled by Brooklyn. Jay Williams, kid from Jersey, rooted for the Nets growing up. And where do you live now? Brooklyn.
Of course, I'm following my favorite team, and these comments are probably going to sound biased because they are. But Brooklyn is a completely different place. Only 5 minutes outside Manhattan. It almost feels like a suburb of the city. And the fact that it's culturally relevant, it just feels like Brooklyn is the new place to be.
Trying to cash in. Off the mark. He's made those before, but that was well defended. Kyrie across the timeline. Lead is 2. Has a look. Kyrie with a shot, no good. Here's Rubio up top. Looking to make something happen. To Porter. The jumper's off the mark. Here's Irving into the front court. A minute gone by here in the opening quarter. Durant to Irving. Down low to Jordan. DeAndre Jordan, look out.
I mean, with so much talk these days about three-point shooting and the spacing on the court and having versatile athletic wings, you have a dominant big man, you keep giving him the ball. You let him be that anomaly.
From the painted area, won't go down. Into the front court, it's Irving. They lead it, 4-point game. To Jordan. Knocks it down from mid-range. Have we ever seen anyone like KD?
Easy answer. No, he's the greatest offensive threat we've ever seen in the game. He has a 7'5" wingspan, and he's doing things that Russell Westbrook does with the ball. We've never seen it before.
Booker to Porter. And counted at the rim.
Might have had an extra dribble or two there, but he got the shot he wanted.
Irving into the front court. Leads 4. Here comes the screen. Irving to Durant. They've slowed down the pace. Now 3 on the shot clock to Hollis Jefferson. And count the basket.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
Suns control the possession. Rubio surveys the floor. And it's Jordan there to handle the rebound. Durant with the basketball up top. 8-2 our score. Spinning shot won't fall.
And you see so many players quit on a play after they were beat the first time, but not him. He stayed on his hip, he fought back, and he made the player miss the shot. That's great defense.
Look out, Devin Booker missed his first. That one goes.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Go time is go time.
Substitutions, Phoenix.
Stuffs it down with authority.
If you didn't dunk that, then we would have to talk about it.
Irving with the basketball. 12-6 our score. To Hollis Jefferson. Irving. They'll get it to Durant. Able to convert inside.
Old school equals high percentage.
To Mikal Bridges. Fires the 3, buries it on the catch and shoot.
I mean, does he have eyes in the back of his head or what? I get paid money to watch and study this game daily. Even I didn't see that angle.
Now ready for a couple of free throws.
Guys like Gary Payton would always take ones early like this all the time. Number 1, to see if they'll get caught. And number 2, to leave a little mark on you to remind you that they'll be on you all game long.
And he's able to hit the second after missing that first one. Tough shot and nearly a chance at a three-point play. No foul.
Ed, this is like show and tell back in kindergarten. You show the ball, and then you tell him with the easy lay.
Going back to the pre-K days, Jay. Durant to Irving. Curling inside. Kevin Durant. He's 3 of 5. 60% shooting from the field.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
From long range. Oh, that's how it's done.
I don't know how he saw his man out in the cut like that, but that was nice.
The ball in the hands of Kyrie Irving. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
He should get some kind of acting award. That's a great sell by the offensive player. But guess what? The refs bit, and that's the game.
Free throw good as he completes the three-point play. The lead is up to 6. Fires the 3. Rebound taken in by the Nets. Great look and vision. And he throws it down. Power play by DeAndre Jordan. Jay, they've had no answer for this guy.
He's been on fire this first quarter. That's the way you take it right to your opponent. You attack right out of the gate.
Lets it fly from long range. And the rebound taken in by Jordan. To Durant. Has a chance. Kevin Durant. He's now 4 for 6.
You can forget about it when he uses that 7'5" wingspan to attack the bucket.
Phoenix has the ball. To Mikal Bridges. Beyond the arc for 3. He made his first effort, but not that time. Cruises inside for 2.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
Now a whistle. We'll get a timeout from Phoenix as they'll talk things over here in the first quarter. To Mikal Bridges. The Suns with 4 to shoot. Goes to the right side. Trying to cash in. Can't connect.
You know, Ed, everybody gives so much credit to the guy who contested the shot, but there's no way he's in that position without the communication of the backbone of the defense. When you have a guy back there who can block shots and tells you to apply more pressure, you know you're in a safe place.
Kevin Durant. He's now shooting 5 for 7.
He's a modern-day big that plays like a 6'2" guard. Scary.
To Mikal Bridges. For 3. Mikal Bridges forced that one. Well defended.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
And scores.
Bodies bouncing all around on that layup with the offense winning that battle. But if the defense keeps up that kind of pressure, good things are bound to happen.
Kyrie across the timeline. Up a dozen. Here comes the screen. Aaron Baines rejects it. Nets get it back. And a nice finish at the rim.
Ed, sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
Hey, match up, match up, match up.
Gets it in the right corner. He gets it.
They're going to have to find answers defensively and quickly because he's carving them up in the first quarter.
Durant across the timeline. Lead is 12. To Hollis Jefferson. Spinning shot. Won't fall. Oh, scary stuff from DeAndre Jordan. That's now 5 in a row without a single miss.
Come on, DJ. Give the people what they want. I want that for my screensaver.
Those shots, Jay, have been few and far between in what has been an uneasy first quarter.
And Ed, sometimes that's all you need. Just get 1 or 2 to fall. Find the rhythm, find the rhyme. You got plenty of time.
Here comes the screen. Shot from in close, no good. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
The defender was actually in a good position there. They even made a decent play on the ball. But sometimes those bounces go the other way. Still, stay aggressive out there.
Rondé Hollis Jefferson at the line for a chance at a 3-point play. For his career, 76% from the line. Stuffs it down with authority. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
To Dinwiddie. Oh, great pass, setting up the basket.
As a player, there's nothing better than coming out in the first quarter and playing exactly the same way you played the last couple of days of practice. You're moving the ball, you're capitalizing on mistakes, and you really built a nice lead.
Prince, guarded by Kelly Oubre. To Hollis Jefferson. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
You feel that? I see the confidence building.
I got him. Here we go. Here we go.
To Kelly Oubre.
Let's cut.
To Mikal Bridges. 4-3. Those shots today have been few and far between in what has been an uneasy first quarter.
And Ed, sometimes that's all you need. Just get one or two to fall. Find the rhythm, find the rhyme. You got plenty of time.
He got a piece. That's going to be out of bounds. The quarter comes to an end, and the Nets enjoying some breathing room. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you. Jay, 28 wins a year ago for the Nets, but a couple of individuals, they shined in their playing time.
8 wins better than the year before. And think about Jared Allen for this team. He is a new age 5, has the versatility and the speed to run the court. And then you think about a guy like Spencer Dinwiddie, who actually got drafted in the 2nd round and actually gambled on himself, had a horrific knee injury. To see the kind of minutes due to the injuries that he played and the level that he played at, Ed, this team is on their way.
The assist from number 4.
Dinwiddie into the front court. The lead stands at 9. Here comes the screen. Down low for Harris. Tough make through traffic.
I was expecting the dish there, but way to fake that one and lay that one in.
To Porter. Scores from the post. It's Brooklyn's ball. The drive, right to the basket. Here comes the screen. Devin Booker sends it away.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
Oh, emphatic slam.
Oh, man, did you see that swiftness? He dunked that thing like a tennis ball.
It looked like that in his hand. Dinwiddie with the basketball. Lead stands at 7. Not that time. Shot's no good. You have to like the confidence, but that was a difficult shot.
Let's be realistic. He's probably not going to miss a lot of shots. But the more effort you can give, you want to try to tire him out. Take his legs away. Make him work to catch the ball. That's how you win a defensive battle.
Deep right corner. Devin Booker. Message received. Well defended.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Gets to the basket and scores.
Look, there was barely any contact on that last play. I agree with the ref's no call. Let him play.
To Booker. Going to launch beyond the arc. This guy can beat anyone straight up. Devin Booker, good closeout, still knocks it down.
They're shooting the ball well, but let me tell you why. They're already ready to shoot before they even catch the ball. Look at their hands. Their hands are ready, providing a target. So when they catch that ball, they go right into their shot. We call that being shot ready.
To Dinwiddie. You've got to get that one to go. Here's Rubio into the front court. Now down 6. Gets it to go. Could have been more. A lot of contact, but no foul.
And did you see the lift on the shot? Did you see the ball release off the hand? To be able to have the concentration to finish with such a feathery touch in the midst of contact, that's something special to watch.
Gets toughness right there. Physical inside, gets it to go.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
Layup goes down. Well done.
Showing you why he belongs here in this league with the best of the best. Efficient scoring out of the rookie here tonight.
To Dinwiddie.
Screen coming.
The screen sets him up for two.
Oh, don't see the read. Be the read.
I got you.
To Rubio.
Coming through.
To Booker. Here's a chance from long range. That's off the side of the rim. No good.
Shooters shoot. Period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Here comes the screen. Dinwiddie guarded by Devin Booker. Brooklyn with 4 to shoot. Got it.
I wasn't necessarily sure which way that PNR was going, but I guess neither was the defense. That makes 2 of us.
Suns with the basketball. To Rubio. Ricky Rubio. He is shooting well. He's made 2/3 of his shots.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
Into the front court. It's Booker. Down 6. It's good for 3.
He showed that he had great chemistry with his teammates on that shot. Keep getting him. Good looks, and the one will just keep scoring.
Brooklyn with the basketball. Harris, guarded by Kelly Oubre. Driving right to the basket.
Oh, he sent that one to the 3rd row.
He was locked in. That was impressive. To Kelly Oubre. Add 2 points to the board.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. The pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Able to convert inside.
And if you don't contest, he's knocking that down with ease.
Booker with it. They're down 3. To Kelly Oubre. Over to the right side. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Off the iron. No good. Good look that time, but off the mark. To Porter. A fundamental shot right there.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. The pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Short jumper stays out. It goes down.
I see this happen all the time. It used to happen to me. Sometimes an easy offense allows more effort to translate to the defensive end.
To Dinwiddie. The Nets now with 4 to shoot. Dinwiddie's shot, no good.
I love when I see a good contest. You're crowding the player's landing space, which naturally makes him worrisome about turning the ankle on that landing.
Dinwiddie into the front court. Down 3. Nothing going here on that drive. Can't connect. And throws it down. He was ready right at the tip.
What a first half he's having. He came out of the gate, attacked, found ways to get to the rim. Now look how easy the game is coming to him.
Substitutions.
And the defender over pursues, and he's called for it.
Just a tic-tac foul.
That's his first personal foul. Team foul number 2.
Durant. Nice pass to set things up.
And the last 10 sequences down the court, everybody's touched the ball. You don't see anybody with any kind of negative expressions on their face because everybody's eating.
2 minutes remaining in the second quarter.
That's a turnover. It goes the other way.
Come on, let's dig in. Let's really build this lead.
Now ready with a couple of free throws.
Ed, as a defender, you cannot, I repeat, you cannot foul in the act of upward motion into your shot. Your timing needs to be better.
Phoenix Suns. Number 4.
First free throw is good. 2 for 2 on that trip. Durant with the basketball up top. They trail by 7. To the rim, lays it up and in.
Contact on a drive can be a beautiful thing. Making those tough shots can really help you build a mental advantage over your defender.
And look out.
If you didn't dunk that, then we would have to talk about it.
Dinwiddie with the basketball. Right now, down 7. To Jordan. Oh, scary stuff from DeAndre Jordan. It's like he's shooting into the ocean. He has not missed.
It's really a dope thing when passing becomes infectious. But don't become overly passive. Still take your shots when they're there.
Buries it on the catch and shoot.
Defense, do the math. You force them to take tough twos, you'll probably have a better chance to win this game if you can slow down the pace.
Here comes the screen. Durant to Dinwiddie. Brooklyn with 4 to shoot. The shot almost. On the follow. Way to stay with it.
Big shout out to the athletic trainer for this team. It's obvious you've been doing all the preparation required of your team in the weight room in the offseason.
Stuffs it down with authority.
And easy to get back on defense.
Kevin Durant with the rock to Jordan. Nothing going here on that drive. Rebound taken by Baines. Count the basket. A lot of contact. No foul.
The assist from number 50, Jamal Crawford. For 3. The assist from number 7, Kevin Durant.
First half comes to an end. The Suns have the lead. All set to go here in the second.
Hey, it's all game. Let's take it home now. Let's go.
Substitutions, Phoenix. Substitutions, Brooklyn.
Kyrie lets it go. Knocks it down from mid-range. Simply put, when the ball's in Kyrie Irving's hands, magic could happen.
It's poetry in motion, and it's a situation in which the ball is attached to his body. He has it on a yo-yo. He can put the ball and dangle the ball out there for other people to think they have a chance, and in their mind they do, but in Kyrie's mind, the game is over.
Durant to Irving. Shot from the lane won't go. Gets a look. can't hit. Tough shot and nearly a chance at a three-point play. No foul.
And attention to detail is everything for a professional scorer like that. Actually getting it done the hard way there.
Irving to Durant. And he hits. Fires the three. Not that time. He missed it. Nets have the basketball. To Irving. Oh, highlight moves. Tough to pull off with the defender all over you. To Mikal Bridges. Has a look. And a putback slam.
And I got a chance to hear a lot of the conversation at the bench. And one of the things they called out was owning the backboards. Looks like the message is really getting through.
Durant. To Irving. Kyrie Irving. He's now 4 for 6.
It just seems like nobody can stop him but him. Once he's found his offensive swag, that boy's deadly.
No good. Defense catching a break there. Here's Irving into the front court. His club staring up at an 8-point deficit. Drive from the baseline, but it won't go down.
And one of the most underrated things in this game is quick lateral speed. Good job by utilizing that speed and taking away the lane.
It's good, and one.
That was such a great job by the offensive player. Knowing that you're probably going to take some lumps here and there, but still remaining aggressive throughout the shot and getting a crack at the extra point.
The free throw, good. And they add one more to the lead. It's up to 11. Irving brings the ball up court. From long range. And Kyrie Irving took the defense for a ride. Tough three-pointer. Jay, you've known Kyrie Irving since he was a young man growing up in New Jersey. He's overcome a lot of obstacles, chief among them staying healthy and on the floor.
Yeah, Ed, he's been battling injuries since his freshman year of college, but the beautiful thing about Kyrie Irving is that he always loves the big stage. Making the game-winning shot in Game 7, he will continue to do so when he surrounds himself with great, inspiring leaders with the likes of such Kobe Bryant.
Not that time. Into the front court, it's Irving. Down 8. He shoots. Oh, off the mark. Oh, and a putback.
If you know anything, it comes down to who wants it more. And right now, the offense is just hungry.
Mitchell Robinson able to recover with the block. They've got it back.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
Perfect feed to set up the basket.
I love the drive to the basket there. Instead of trying to go around or over, go through.
Has a chance, and he hits. Kyrie Irving controlling the offense. Fires the three. Jay, he's shaking his head. The guilty party. He knows it's better to be lucky than good.
Or he knows it was just a really bad shot that just happened to go in. But sometimes when the basketball heavens drop a gift in your lap, you take it.
Stuffs it down with authority.
It has been. The passing has been great, but the precision of the passing has been next level. Every pass has been delivered right in the pocket, ready for the player to either shoot or dunk the ball.
And too much contact.
Timing was just a tad bit off.
Second personal foul. Team foul number 1.
Oh, he's denied.
Oh, big man doing work right there.
Runner's good there.
strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
Unbothered by the defense as he drills it.
You see, the savvy players, they can create contact. They can throw their arms into you, even their bodies into you, and as soon as the refs blow the whistle once or twice and you become hesitant defensively, they got you right where they want you.
Irving. Gets toughness right there. Physical inside, gets it to go.
Well, the shooting has been spectacular, but one of the things that I've seen as the difference maker in this ballgame is how they are catching the basketball. They're not establishing a pivot foot, which leaves the defense wondering which way you can drive, but when that shot is working like that, you got it any way you want it.
Reset here. Let's see what they do. Kyrie, jumper's good.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
I got him. Let's go.
Oh, yeah. Lets it fly from long range, knocks down the three.
And the three-point shot of the offense applies so much pressure on the defense, you can no longer build your teams inside out. The new way, you build your team outside in.
Kyrie Irving lines it up for two. Charged with the board. He was smothered and still gets it to go down.
Because in certain players' mind, it doesn't matter if they're amongst the trees or not. They're always going to be the giant in the paint.
Irving into the front court. His guys trail by 10. That's what you come to expect. Your best players making baskets.
Ooh, is there a medic in the house? You need to get those ankles retaped ASAP.
Yes, and a... He'll have a chance at a three-point play. Changes coming from both sides right now. And he missed the free throw. Irving with the basketball. Trailing by 10. Deep left corner. Curling inside. Aaron Baines with the block.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
Dinwiddie into the front court. The deficit now up to a dozen. Takes it right to the rim. A lot of contact there, but they say no foul.
Let me tell you something that nobody will ever talk about. Did you see him slow down right before he was about to go up? That slow change of speed, that slight change was just enough to throw the defender off.
And he's fouled. Good play by the shooter.
You know what? That's an even better play by the defender. I like the foul there. Send a message. Nothing easy.
He's going to have to earn it now. Dinwiddie with the basketball. Down 12. Doesn't have the touch. No good. Oh, ferocious slam inside.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat five, but we're watching one man carry four other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
Kyrie with the rock. Trying to cash in. Irving shot off the mark. Missed it. They weren't going to give that to him. Count the basket. 2 more points in the paint.
The one thing we know for certain in this league, it doesn't matter how big the margin is, you can always put together a run and get back in this one.
Beyond the arc for three. That's a sweet stroke, even with a hand in his face.
And I don't know why the defense continues to help on guys that drive. Make them take shots over your bigs. By you helping more, you're just leaving three-point shooters open on the perimeter.
Kyrie Irving for two. No good. Oh, and a putback.
Not really known for attacking the glass, but I like that hustle. We need to see more of that.
For three. Second effort. Nice touch around the basket with the tip.
In the paint, you need to finish just like that.
The ball in the hands of Kyrie Irving. To Hollis Jefferson. Able to convert inside. Over to the right side. 4-3. Had made his first couple, but he misses there. To Hollis Jefferson. Knocked loose. Picked up by the Suns. Mikal Bridges. Going to launch. Beyond the arc. Cleans it up. Offensive board. Here's a chance from long range and knocks it down. And Jay, the system produces once again.
He's most definitely got the hot hand behind the three-point arc. Anytime your first-round pick is shooting like this, your GMs and owners just sit back and smile.
Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes. To Irving. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. It's no good. Shot's not going down. To Kelly Oubre. Fires the three. Won't go down. Nets have it. Irving. Smothering D.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
Substitution being made in this one. Oubre. Great feed. Jamal Crawford. Better late than never. That was his first shot, and it goes down.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
To Dinwiddie. Nothing going here on that drive. Knocked loose. Oubre. To Mikal Bridges. Has a look. Deep two there. Won't go.
Your contest was great because of your proximity to the player. You forced his follow-through to be cut short, which made him short-arm the shot.
Mitchell Robinson swats it. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at three coming up.
So many times we get on the defender for quote-unquote letting the offensive player score on an and one. Sometimes there's a lucky bounce, but more often than not, it's the offensive player who makes the play happen despite the defender's best intentions.
Free throw's good as they continue to widen their lead. Dinwiddie into the front court. He'll run the offense. From long range. Tough shot. He hits.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have some. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
Just inside the arc. At the buzzer.
That's his first personal foul. Team foul.
And he connects on the first free throw. Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. Long heave from three-quarters court, three-quarters down. The Suns lead it big. Brooklyn basketball here as we start.
Substitutions, Phoenix. Subbing in, number 24.
Screen coming, left. Screen coming.
Short jumper won't go down.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
Dinwiddie with the basketball. His guys down big. To Hollis Jefferson. Short jumper stays out.
I'm not sure that the contest on the shot contributed to the miss, but what it might have done is seep into the confidence of the shooter that the next time he might decide to try to drive to the rim instead of settling for a jumper.
To Hollis Jefferson. To Dinwiddie. Fires the three. Tough shot for Dinwiddie. No good. Right down Broadway for the two. Defender has to pick him up.
You know, it reminds me of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
Screen coming. Shot clock coming down to 4. Down to 3. Doesn't get the bounce.
And it's never a great thing when you're talking to yourself the entire next possession about the shot you just missed. Now you know you're in that player's head mentally.
Lets it fly from long range and a putback slam.
Ooh, really showing no mercy here. This one is out of hand and the offense is still pouring it on.
Knocked loose. It's a turnover as they head the other way. Throws it down.
The pass was really good, but what I love most about the play, Ed, was that every player that ran in transition had active hands, which means they were active targets. They provided a target for the player to deliver the pass. That's how you work together as teammates.
Oh, denied.
As my old teammate RJ would say, stay down, clown.
The Nets now with 4 to shoot. Here comes the screen. Beyond the arc for 3. Buries it.
I love the pure confidence on that jumper. He takes that 3 despite the defender being right in front of his face. That's borderline disrespectful.
Gets a look. Can't hit.
You know, Ed, everybody gives so much credit to the guy who contested the shot, but there's no way he's in that position without the communication of the backbone of the defense. When you have a guy back there who can block shots and tells you to apply more pressure, you know you're in a safe place.
The drive, right to the basket. Split the D there, but he can't get it to drop. Lays it up and in.
There's some players out there that like the freedom of space, and then we have the anomalies. We have the players who feel comfortable being uncomfortable, and almost the physicality of the game centers them and puts them right on balance every time.
To Mikal Bridges.
Cut, I got yours.
5 on the shot clock for Phoenix. Turns and slams it down. At this point, if it continues, it just may be good night, Irene.
And ooh, I like that Irene line.
There you go, Jay.
And sometimes as a player on the defensive end, you need to draw a line in the sand. You have to find a way to change the narrative because right now the constant theme has been too many easy buckets.
Jay, don't deny it. You're an old soul at heart.
Yeah, I still don't know who Irene is.
Me neither. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
Knocked loose. Slams it down. Where did that come from?
It's like he got in an elevator and went to floor 8. And Ed, I have to say something, okay? 6'3", 6 feet, 5'11", those aren't small guys. In the big scheme of things, they're pretty tall compared to the average person in public.
I feel like you're speaking from experience.
Everyday experience, my friend. Every day.
Cashes in for 2.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
For 3. And he can't get it to go down. It's no good. 4-3. Not that time. Brooklyn's got it. Converts in the paint. Nice finish at the rim.
Oh, man, you're not supposed to be able to do that with that size. But in today's game, dexterity and mobility are off the charts for bigs.
Baines sends it away. That's his 3rd block this evening.
You know why? Out there looking like the Kimbe Mutombo.
Took it right to him, and the defender was ready.
The assist from number 4.
Dinwiddie into the front court. Down a bundle. Aaron Baines with a piece. 4th this contest.
Here's one of the biggest secrets as we move into this new age of basketball. Especially in the draft room. You have to draft players with size and length. That's the biggest deterrent for any team offensively.
It's the Suns with the victory.